Welcome to the Papa-Doo Podcast.
Papa-Doo! What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Papa-Doo Podcast, man. We have been gone since September 29th was the last podcast episode, I believe. Am I correct in saying that?
Yeah, I believe you are. Let me just check on this computer that I have access to now since we have a new setup.
While Joey's doing that, like I said, or like he said, we've got new setups now, new and improved Papa-Doo. I've got a whole room dedicated strictly for the podcast. We really miss doing these. Joey and I have been super busy. Joey put out like 14 albums in 3 days. I am working on I just put out my own album for pre-order and stuff. So now we're both kind of in a position where we can continue back with the podcast and really stick to it this time instead of kind of half-ass it like we have been in the past.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things like with it that is going to make it a little bit easier. The fact that like my setup is very different now. Before I was recording into the camera and then I had to record in my audio separate into the computer. Then I had to put the information from the camera onto the computer with an SD card. Then I had to combine the audio and video together and then do that with Crypt too. And it was just terrible.
A big nightmare, bro. But now we record directly to the computer, all one big file. But yeah, we're going to be doing this a lot more now. Joe, you got everything set up you need to go? Did you research?
September 30th. September 30th was our last Papa-Doo podcast date.
Wild sauce, man. That's crazy. But we're back now on almost 6 month time spent, 7 months. What is it now?
Man,
I'm bad at counting months.
Almost 7, right?
Almost 7. Shout out to that. And to that, we're going to Papa-Doo. You ready, Joe?
I am. I do have what the hell is in my can?
Mountain Dew.
It's like grainy black stuff on top of my can.
All right, I'm going to pop this. That sounds
very... It's my Oreo ice cream sandwich.
Oh, my goodness gracious. I'm drinking this now. Good times, good drinks.
Good. Oh, man. That really hits the spot.
Wow. Did you just fake open that and fake drink that? What kind of blasphemy happened?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why did you drink it?
Yeah, that's why I couldn't answer.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, speaking of blasphemy, let's talk about the Lil Nas X video that just happened.
Wow. You just want to dive right into it?
Still, man, I never miss a beat with the segues, bro. I think I'm so used to the segues because I do them for my ads now, and I used to do them all the time for the podcast, so I never lost the touch.
God, this soda is so good, bro.
It is. It can,
this soda is
man,
really
that thing,
good.
it will ruin your life if you're not careful.
Oh, man, it's great. So Lil Nas X, you want to just dive right into it? Okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna dive. We don't really have much written down. We're just gonna go with the flow, but that's definitely something we wanted to talk about because it seems like everybody's talking about it right now. It's a pretty big buzz going on.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of my reaction to it, and I reacted to it on my Twitch, and then after 7 times of trying to upload the video of it getting blocked and issues with that, I finally got it up. No pun intended. Yeah, but yeah, that was basically what I said is this guy knows how to get the people talking. That was like my sign off line. And it's entertainment at the end of the day, and he also uses it as a platform to express himself. And I think he did something, whether your beliefs are with it or against it, I feel like he ruffled feathers, but did something that felt right to him. And that makes it kind of iconic, what he did, because not a lot of people have the courage to do what he did. And it's something that's going to be remembered. And there's a million different ways to look at it. I've seen, I saw you retweeted or liked Joyner Lucas's post about it on Twitter.
I did.
So his point, I don't know, maybe you thought that was valid. I think there's a lot of valid points on both sides, but...
Yeah, I can agree. Like, I'm a very middle-of-the-line kind of guy, but I'm also, I wouldn't say a devout Christian, but, I have a pretty strong belief in the faith, and I know you're kind of not, so that's where we're going to differ on a lot of the things. As far as, the homosexual part of it, I mean, that's him. If he wants to rap about some of the stuff that he said, which is very vulgar, I think one of the lines was he was going to shoot his load into someone's mouth while he's riding them or something like that. Was that?
Yeah, that one.
That's crazy.
That one caught me off guard. But at the end of the day, I mean, what different is that than talking about heterosexual sex?
It's not. It's not different at all. That's not even my point. My point is, I don't even like hearing like women rap about that either, or like men rap about fucking women or stuff like that. It's always weird to me whenever that kind of stuff happens. But mine was like definitely more so of the Satanism that was happening in the video, and like the post stuff, like where they're releasing the Satan shoes. They're only making 666 pairs. Like they're really harping down on it. And I did think Joyner had a very good point where, and I know Lil Nas X has a good point, good counterpoint to it as well. But Joyner's point was, you know, the majority of his big audience is from Old Town Road, which is a family-friendly song that millions and millions of kids heard from TikTok. And, like, they subscribed to him for that. They followed him for that song. And now, this is like just what the fuck? Like, completely 180 out of nowhere. You know, lap dancing on the devil and talking about shooting in God's mouth. It's just crazy. It is crazy. But to his avail, it's not his job to really worry about who his audience is. Like, he's going to express himself however he wants to. But I think it's a little fucked up. I think, personally, it's a little fucked up. Like, he's definitely got to be a little more self-aware than that. And maybe slightly introduce him into that, maybe. Not just, like, drop a bomb on him. I don't know how you feel about that.
I guess I get that. It did kind of come out of left field, out of nowhere. I don't know. Both are kind of valid points, to be honest. I mean, I don't think it was just him that was running the show with this. You know what I mean? I think his record label or whoever definitely, you know, pushed this to happen.
Yeah.
Just to create a little bit more buzz.
It's working
for him. I mean, working very, very well.
Yeah, it's such. I'm so so back and forth between it because it's a good sounding song aside from certain lines from it that are that graphic. Like the hook is very memorable. Some of the melodies are crazy. That you talk about the instrumental, how fucking insane that instrumental is.
Yeah, it's really dope. Got that Latin flavor to it.
Yeah, and you said Latin flavor like 30 times in your reaction, by the way. But
I don't know. When you have all this craziness happening on the screen in front of you, and you're trying to describe the music at the same time, it's like, oh my god,
Latin flavor.
Just I don't know. You just gotta throw a certain word out there over and over just to keep the conversation going. But yeah, I don't see it. To be honest, if I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm the type of person where if I watch a video like that and I hear a song like that, I'm like, oh, wow, he really pushed the limits. All right, I'm moving on with my day.
Yeah.
Because this doesn't affect me in any way, and it doesn't affect my life in any way. You know what I mean? That's the type of person I am. But the internet and people in social media stuff fuel it more and more. And I don't know. I mean, religiously, yeah, I see the point where you could be upset about it, for sure.
Yeah, you have to be. You can't not be.
But as far as like the whole like, you know, expressing his sexuality in that way and everything like that, like if you're still homophobic against gay people, then I mean that you got to get over yourself.
Yeah.
At this point, you know what I mean? So, and people were like, some people in my reactions, like in the comments, they were like, "Thank you for acting like you haven't seen this type of stuff before and like being mature about it." And I was like, oh, well, hold on.
I mean,
I haven't seen this type of stuff before, so it was a little bit like shocking to see it, you know, but at the same time, I'm accepting of it. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. So it's like, why would I get upset about stuff like that? You know what I mean?
That's your personality, though, like straight up. But there are like, I mean, there's people that like want to try to steer the youth in a right way. They want to try to help other people, so I can see where that would bother a lot of people too, where this kind of message is being spread to such young minds. And I don't know, man. Like, I just think it's like super weird. Like, I'm kind of with you. It's not really going to affect the rest of my day. Hold on, my computer just like, oh, there it goes. It's not really going to affect the rest of my day. I'm just chilling, but I can definitely see where it's gonna fuck up a lot of people. A lot of people are gonna be really upset about it. I'm not gonna listen to the song again. I'm not gonna watch the video again. It's not like I was a crazy Lil Nas X fan anyway. I think he makes some cool music, but I'm just gonna keep making my own stuff and not really worry about it.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much the conclusion on our side of things. I mean, you guys in the comments on Spotify, feel free to let us know. Let us know in the comments on Spotify what your thoughts are. Keep it civil. Otherwise, we will reply with an eggplant emoji.
I will do that 100%. And I mean, there's comments from both ways too. Like when I like that Joyner Lucas post, I kind of agree with him. But like I got a message that said, "Oh, you're this type of rapper," and like the dude unfollowed me because of that. I was like, wow. All right. Yeah, it's fucking crazy, man. Like, I just don't understand that kind of stuff, man. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah. I don't know. Like you said, I mean, you said it pretty fair right off the bat. You're like, both points are valid. And then we kind of harped on both points that, Lil Nas X made and Joyner Lucas made. I mean, Joyner Lucas, all he did is make a tweet. Like, it's not a big part of the whole shebang, but it's just an example how some people are.
Yeah, another thing is like I don't like want to see people steer it as like you're homophobic if you don't like the song, if you don't like the video, because like there are the religious people, there are the people like Joyner that are concerned for that and being in front of the youth. I mean, Joyner made the song "What If I Was Gay" that never even got released, but like that's somebody that you kind of know isn't homophobic, and it's just like I don't want to see any kind of twist on that. It's bigger than that, I think.
Yeah, I get it. But I don't know. And that's kind of the, playing devil's advocate, again, no pun intended. That's kind of why I feel like it's an iconic move by Lil Nas X to do something like this.
I don't know if I'd say iconic, but I would say it's definitely ruffling feathers.
I think the gay part, like the fact that he like expressed his gayness is like iconic to do it like at that level and just be a completely like.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it could be. I guess
open about it in hip hop. You know what I mean? Like hip hop, pop, whatever you want to call it, but
yeah, I guess I'm not even like really focusing on that part of it, which is why I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at it at a different way.
Yeah, I think more about the men.
Yeah.
All right, that's a great place to end it right there.
All right. So yeah, let us know what you think about the whole Lil Nas X situation. Yeah, I mean he's been promoing that song for God knows how long, like 4 or 5 months. I've actually been pretty excited to hear the rest of the song, and like, it just kind of hit me out of nowhere. What does Montero even stand for? Is that like an old Greek city, kind of like Sodom and Gomorrah?
I'm really not sure.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, let me look it up on my handy dandy Pokedex here.
Municipality in Colombia. It's a city in Colombia.
Really?
I think so.
Yeah, I don't know.
In Santa Cruz, Bolivia.
Ah, here it is. A round hunter's cap with ear flaps.
What?
It's a round hunter's cap with ear flaps.
I think he's referring to it as a place, because he talks about here in Montero we don't worry about what people think of us, because that was like the opening line of the song. I don't think he means like here in the hunter's cap that's round. We don't care what other people think about us. With ear flaps. With ear flaps, yeah. Yeah, it could be wrong. I think could be symbolic. All right, we're gonna move on to the next topic. I don't even know what the next topic is, but we're gonna move on to it. I don't know. Let's talk about your album. Sucks. Coming out. Next topic. All right. It's funny because I said that on my Twitch stream by the way the other day. Wow. Thank you, Joe. Someone was like, somebody said something about your album. They're like, what do you think of Crypt's album, or how is Crypt's album, or something like that? And I was like, oh, it sucks. And then I just was silent for like 10 seconds straight. I wouldn't expect anything else from you. I'm surprised you still let out the. I'm just kidding. I figure you just kind of move on with your day, like not even realize that you just shit on me in public like that. I can't do that. Otherwise, that's gonna hurt the marketing for the album. Yeah. But I guess so. Or maybe not. Maybe people are just like you and they just know my humor at this point to that extent. I don't think anyone knows your humor. Obviously kidding. I don't know. I really push the limits on these Twitch streams because I have to be myself. I can't put up a front. I know. Have you saw your reaction to Falling in Reverse, and you reacted to reactions. I think that's what I'm talking about, where people don't understand your personality, and that you were like, taking the piss, as my British friends would say. And that video.
Me?
Yeah, I think you were. Like you were being very sarcastic. Yeah, you were being very sarcastic in a lot of your remarks.
No, I wasn't being sarcastic, I think, in those remarks. So for anybody that's unfamiliar with this whole topic, the lead singer of Fallen in Reverse, Ronnie Radke, I think that's how you say his name, he basically was reacting on his Twitch to reactions to his song, I'm Not a Vampire Revamped, or his band song. And and he came across mine, and I happened to see it when it was happening because a fan told me that he might be reacting to my reaction. And I was like, oh, this could be some great content. And then I was like, one thing I said that wasn't sarcastic in the beginning, I was like, I hope he tries to rip me or something like that, so that way it makes for good content for the video. And ask and you shall receive, ladies and gentlemen, because that's exactly
not happy with you at all.
What happened. But I will say this. I know my reaction was good, and the way that I know it was good is because it provoked him to act that way. Because the guy that he reacted to, like, before mine, this man said nothing the entire time. Not the reactor. The reactor was talking, but Ronnie was just like, thanks, man. Thanks. And just saying that the whole time. Yeah. Like, it was like the most boring thing ever. Then mine comes along, and he's like inching up in his seat and like getting closer to the screen. And he's like,
he was being super uncomfortable about what you were saying about his music.
And man, oh man, did I love it to the very last drop. Just like this Mountain Dew.
It was so weird to me seeing that because, like, I don't know. I guess from where I've seen so many reactions and, like, I do reactions and I'm used to watching people react to me. Like, he got super upset. Like, he got really in his feels about that. And I thought you said some nice stuff about him.
No, I didn't say anything bad about him at all.
Yeah, that's the part where I was, like, so confused and, like, I was getting upset. I never even finished watching the video because I was getting upset at him, like, making some of the comments that you said. And, like,
yeah.
I remember at one point he, like, looked at the camera and he's like, this guy has no fucking idea. And I was like, what? Like, what, dude? Like,
I didn't take that part to heart. I think
I
he
did.
was
well,
like,
I didn't, like I said, I didn't get much past that.
Got you. Oh, wow. Okay. yeah, that
part
was harmless. That part to me was just like, I don't think he has any idea where this is going, like with this video, because the video does take like some crazy turns and stuff.
I thought he meant like you had no idea what you were talking about because you were talking about like some of the instrumentation in it and like the way his voice was doing and like played your auto-tune and shit.
Yeah, no, I mean, it could be. I don't know.
That's the way I took it, and I got upset and I quit watching it.
I guess it could have been interpreted that way, but I didn't interpret it that way. When he said my reaction, no, what really bothered me in it is when he said, I would never work with you. That's what he said out of nowhere.
Really?
Like, at the end, yeah. And I was like, wait, first of all, was this on the table? Like,
because hold on, I can swindle
did I just blow this? I can change, Mr. Ronnie. No, that's nah. It was just and at that point, I was kind of just like, I just like shot back like, oh, well, I don't want to work with you either, which I kind of don't. I mean, if that's how you're gonna like act on first interaction, you know what I mean? But at the same time, like, I don't know. That one hurt because, music and like working on my music and the music business in general is like where my passion is. Yeah. You know what I mean? So once you take me out of reactor land and bring me over to music land and shit on my face, I'm like, ugh, get this shit off my face. I don't like you. When I find out who shit on my face, I'm going to shit on their face. And then that's what I did. Shit on his face.
You did. And have you heard anything from him since the reaction to the reaction?
No. And I'm kind of surprised because that's usually how this stuff usually works out, right? Yeah. You usually end up talking to the guy like a week or two later and it's all Twinkies and butterflies or whatever. Because I feel like if he just had a conversation with me, it would be like just resolved. And also he just didn't understand my reaction style. My reaction style is really not for people who make music. It's more for people who don't understand how music is made at all. Mm-hmm. And me just pinpointing sounds or in little things that they hear, so that way people like hear these things for the first time, and then people are like, oh my God, it's like I'm listening to the song for the first time with you, because you point out stuff that I haven't heard in the song, and I've heard the song a million times, but he just didn't understand that style of reaction.
Which is weird. I figured someone like him would appreciate that.
Yeah, it could have been just a bad day for him.
I
don't know. Then I get a lot of people saying he's a troll. I get a lot of people saying that.
Yeah, I have seen a lot of people say that like, he's naturally an asshole.
Mm-hmm. But
so maybe that's just what it is. Who knows? But
Todd is friends with him.
Todd's
we should have a conversation with Todd.
Too. Yeah, it's like Todd's naturally an asshole too, so they probably vibe together pretty well.
He's like, yo, he's cool, man. And I was like, nah, like, I don't know. That's not the impression I got. But at the same time, he was like laughing at my jokes in the reaction video. It was really weird, bro.
Yeah.
It was just a weird thing.
I think he has a crush on you. That's usually what happens. Like, if I'm mean to someone, but I still laugh at some of their stuff, it means I want to date them. So, play your cards right, then you won't have to produce for me anymore.
Produce for right? Well, he never wants to work with me, so.
I think he's playing hard to get, is what that is.
I don't know.
No, he makes dope-ass music. That's the part that sucks.
Yo, that's like the when you used to have like the little beef with Dax. That's probably like the issue you kept dealing with. It's like
I was like, I fucking hate the guy, but it
sucked.
Oh yeah, I wish your music was ass, but it's not, so I can't really.
His music is amazing, bro. Rodney, Radke, and all the Falling Reverse. That music is fire.
Incredibly talented. It's unreal. Like his pipes are just insane.
Which is why I said it in the reaction video, and he took offense to that.
Damn.
So, I don't know, bro. If you ever get the courage to watch that entire video. Huh?
Maybe you didn't praise him enough.
He said I was avoiding giving him compliments, but
wow,
I think compliments are boring in videos, so that could be true, but I don't do it out of like spite. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
I just hate being the guy that's like, this is so good! Falling in Reverse fans, you like me now, right? That's not mine. It's not my thing.
That was cool. All right. I get it. What the fuck
that
kind
was
of
my
impression was
nephew,
that?
Tommy. Tommy, get out of here.
Okay, yo, Tommy, get the fuck out of here. Anyway.
Hey, you can't talk to my nephew.
Yo, your nephew hurt my ears, okay? Tell him he can go fuck himself. I hope he falls down the stairs on the way out of your apartment.
All right. Go. Anyway. Make sure to watch that Lil Nas X video, by the way, Tommy. You didn't watch it yet. I know you didn't. All right.
Cool.
All right, but yeah.
Anyway.
So yeah,
anybody that like just straight up compliments somebody in a reaction and like, I don't know, Quadeca made a good point about that in like some of the reactions he was watching to his new song Sisyphus. Like he said, like I was an English teacher, and like I read some of the comments that said you were like the music coach, and like Screw was like the dance coach. And just like kind of pointing out all these different styles. Coach. Yeah, like the dance coach. Because he did not have any kind of rhythm at all when it came to dance moves in that music video. But you know, it just kind of made me think about
like you said, but
I mean, I guess he was just like feeling the music and like doing
just vibing.
Doing some jellyfish shit, whatever the fuck he was doing. But I love that man to death. But yeah, it just kind of made me think of like the different styles of reactions and like kind of tying back to the Falling in Reverse reaction. Like you're just not a complimentary kind of guy, like ever in anything in life, not just reactions. When it comes to like even music I send you, you're not a very complimentary type of person. And if you are, it's something that's usually pretty damn good.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But at the end of the reaction to that Falling in Reverse one, my jaw was literally dropped. And then I gave it a round of applause. How often do I do that?
Wow. Yeah, this guy sounds like a dick.
Something. And his fans are even worse, bro. Some of the fans were cool. Some of the fans were understanding. Some of them were like, yo, I'm literally like conflicted because I'm like on Joe's side, even though like I'm a Falling in Reverse fan.
Yeah,
but then,
I need
a
to
lot
see
of
the
them were
rest of
just
this
like,
now.
You're stupid. You're an idiot. Blah, you're so defensive. I'm like, yeah, I'm defensive. The guy's bashing me in front of thousands of people right now. But
man,
I don't know, bro.
I do need to go back and watch that then, because that's kind of crazy.
It's good theater.
Maybe I can get my own opinion at the end of it. Yeah. All right then.
That'd be funny if you just like, yeah, I'm 100% on Ronnie's side, bro.
I was like, I watched it, and Joe, you're a fucking dick. Like, That would be great.
I don't know. It was one of my first Twitch streams too, so I was trying to adjust to reacting on a Twitch stream. So it's possible it wasn't my best reaction, but I wasn't rude or anything like that. But
I mean, judging from what I saw, but like I said, I didn't see the whole thing because I don't care that much.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't. No one should care that much. There's other things to worry about, like your album that's coming out.
There we go. Nice little segue. We're just segueing the shit out of this.
Yeah, this is how we do it. It's going to be a little, for anybody listening, it's going to be a little awkward. Holy shit, we forgot to do this on stereo next time.
Yeah.
But yeah, that just made me a little upset. But yeah, anyways, your album, after so much torment, torture, unsureness, if that's a word, and
is it a word?
Writer's block, and then creativity floods, and like really weird shifts in momentum.
Crazy.
After all of that, it's finally happening.
Bro, I
to
cannot
a point
wait.
where you were actually signing autographs on merch today.
I was doing it, signing the posters, the CDs, shirts, babies, titties, all of the above. I'm signing them all.
So send your titties to Crypt, and he'll make sure to sign them and send them back. I don't know if he'll send them back, actually.
Due to COVID restrictions, I need you to send me a picture of them, and I will print them out and then sign the picture and then mail them to you.
That way you know how they're going to look beforehand?
Yeah, I mean, that's
so like
just
a reference
the only
thing?
It's like the only way I can really sign the titties. Until concerts happen, then you can come up to the show, then I'll sign them. Ass cheeks, too.
Got you.
Titties and ass.
Got you. Very nice.
And babies.
You said, what?
And babies. I'll sign a baby's forehead.
Oh. All right, I'm going to just move on from that. Yeah, so the album is called Buried Alive, unless if you've been under a rock from what's Crypt's been working on and everything like that. And
unless you've been buried alive.
I think it's a very good title for the type of songs that are on this project. Yeah,
it's very introspective, and they all relate with the title. I agree as well. Very emotional, but also there's some hype shit on there too. There's something, a little something for everybody.
There is. I ended up actually making the beats for 3 songs. I think it's 3.
You did Tales from the Crypt 2. Well, that was you and Jay to beat. You kind of reworked his beat.
You're talking about I Don't Wanna. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you did. You're right.
that changed to I Don't Want. There's a little fun fact right off the bat.
Yeah.
Tales from the Crypt 2.
Yeah. I Don't Wanna used to be Tales from the Crypt 2, and then I made a Tales from the Crypt 2. And we kind of didn't really know a title for that song, and then we just ended up calling it I Don't Wanna. So,
which is very fitting. When you hear the song,
yeah, very much
you'll
so.
Understand.
Very much so. So you made the beat for I Don't Wanna. You made the beat for Who You Know, which is a banger.
Yeah, that one's pretty crazy.
What else did you made the beat for Buried Alive?
That one's crazy too. That one is just a really weird beat that people won't be expecting at all, but it's like perfect for the conclusion. Yeah,
I think it is too. And I think it's one of those songs that's like different. Like, I don't know. It doesn't sound like a lot of the stuff I normally make. Maybe the verses do, but the hook is not. That's not normally what I do.
Yeah. Different time signature than we usually do. It's like
funky, weird. Hard as shit to write to. All of the aboves.
See, when you say funky, I've heard you say that recently too. Like, that usually to me means like dancey.
Well, that's usually what I mean too, but like, okay, disregard the word funky. It's just weird as hell. It's not even weird. It's just like not normal. I don't know how to describe it, okay? The only way I can really to describe it is it was hard as hell to write to. The time signature is way different than anything I've ever rapped on. And it's slower.
Yeah.
And there's some singing. There's some cool drums at the end. There's a lot of vocals going on. Just a really cool song.
For sure.
What other beat did you make? I think it's only 3, isn't it?
Think so. I like added production on a lot of different songs.
Yeah, you did the solo at the end of voicemail with your mouth.
Yes, I did. That was a really weird way to put it. Thanks for that. Let me go ahead and try to pull up your
track list.
Track list. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, dude, I got like completely screwed with voicemail, man. I'm so upset about that because it was supposed to be.
So what happened with that?
supposed to be released as a single with Chris Webby as a primary artist. And if you guys don't know what that means, it basically means when the song drops, it releases as my song, but it also releases as a new Chris Webby song for all of his fans. And he hasn't dropped a song at all this year, like at all. So it's going to be really cool for him, his first song this year, to be with me. And it completely screwed up whenever it dropped. It dropped and it released with a different Chris Webby on Spotify. Everything else was right. Apple Music, all that other stuff was right. But Spotify, it released with a Chris Webby that didn't even exist, had 0 followers. And on my account, it didn't even show up on my account for the first 15 hours. So it was like the song just didn't exist. It took 15 hours for the song to finally show up. Like I usually get 15 to 20,000 streams in the first 24 hours, and that song got like 2,500 streams. Like it was so upsetting because it's a really good song, and I think it would have done crazy for specifically Webby's fans whenever it dropped. But like it didn't hit my release radar. It didn't hit his. It just completely got fucked. And they just fixed it to today where it shows up on his Spotify, but it's 2 days later, and it didn't show up as a release radar. It didn't show up as a brand new release at midnight. Just kind of screwed everything. So I was really, really upset about that, and I'm hoping it doesn't happen with the other singles that I have planned with Luke Gone and Adam Calhoun and Jelly Roll.
Well, it's good that it is on Chris Webby's page now. That's still a win. And, I mean, when the album comes out, hopefully people will just flood to that song more. I mean,
it's there.
That's all I
can
really hope for at this point.
Yeah, it's there, but nobody got a notification for it. So it's kind of like you would just have to go to his Spotify randomly to see this. Like, oh, shit, there's a new song there, and then click on it.
Yeah.
It sucks. It really sucks because that's huge. I mean, he has like 1.2 million Spotify listeners. Like or 1.3. Like, it's crazy. And just it sucks that I got the short end on the stick on that.
Did you get to talk to him about it at all?
Yeah, he called me today, and he was really bummed out about it too because he loves the song, and he was super excited about it. And I kind of explained to him everything that happened. He's like, man, that's so fucked up, and like gave me some advice on some different things to do for future releases. But like, there's really nothing I can do about it now.
Well, damn.
Yeah,
I mean, he's a real one for that though. At least it wasn't like, oh man, that sucks. All right, see ya.
Yeah, it's like literally never working with you again. No,
I don't know.
He's
all
super
the conversations I've had with him, he's just pretty genuine. Has no filter, but that makes him fun to talk to.
Very fun to talk to, and it gives a very good friendly vibe because you can talk to the man about anything, and those are the kind of people that I like a lot. Yeah,
for sure.
So,
but regardless, that's still a big thing having a song with Chris Webby,
Mr.
It's still Connecticut,
huge. Mr. Connecticut. Yeah, I mean it's huge, and hopefully the song ends up taking off because, like I said, I think it's a really good song. And I think it has the potential to hit some cool playlists and do well in playlists. So we'll see.
It probably would do good if it didn't suck. So the next song that I wanted to talk about is another big collab that you have with Jelly Roll and Adam Calhoun. Really big in the what genre is that?
I mean, they say country rap, but it's just like rap. It's rap alternative. They're very versatile artists, so they just kind of do it all.
Okay.
But they're primarily rap.
So the Adam one was bound to happen for a long time. Just because
me and Adam have been
bond.
friends. Yeah, we've been friends for like a year and a half. I've hung out at his house. We watched movies, played Madden, just talked to him a lot behind the scenes, just as a friend. And never really even talked about working on music for a long time. And then it just kind of naturally happened. So that was awesome of him.
And then Jelly Roll, not as similar, but you guys talked a lot too before this feature came about.
Yeah, when it first happened, it was more of like a business sort of thing. Like we knew who each other were. How do you say that? Knew who each other were.
Knew who each other were.
Yeah.
Right?
And and I got tickets.
I don't know.
got tickets for him, or got tickets for me and my mom and my brother and all of us to go watch him at a concert because that's like my mom's favorite artist. And he like invited me backstage to kind of hang out and stuff. But then he got like super kind of, it was a hometown show. So he kind of got a little faded. And the backstage thing kind of was like a passing, yo, Jelly Roll, this is me and my mom, take a picture, move on, have a nice day. But we proceeded to kind of get to know each other. And like, we're both huge UFC fans. We both love the Tennessee Titans. So we kind of talk about all that kind of stuff. It's a very similar situation where I'm like building a friendship with him like I did with Adam. And it's kind of ending up in the same way where we could just be friends and like, yo, you want to work on a song one day? And be like, yeah, sure. But he's He's killing it, man. He's big time right now. He's got songs that are just doing crazy numbers. So it's very, very blessed to be able to have that under my repertoire and for him to knock out that verse for me.
Yeah, for sure.
And even better, the video.
Yeah, I didn't know. That was what I was like really reluctant to talk about because I don't know if that was public information.
Yeah, I mean, I posted it on my story, but I'll post a picture of it later. But yeah, we got a video coming out for that shit, bro. That was so fun.
What's the next single that's coming out?
The next single is Let Him Talk with Luke Gone on April 1st.
Ah, got you. Okay. Have you seen any of the video yet?
No. So Tommy said he would get it all back to me before April 1st. So I haven't seen any of the video yet. So
man.
Yeah, really cutting it close to time.
Cutting it close.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
yeah,
that
Luke
song's a
actually
banger.
came
A lot of people like that song. That have heard it.
Yeah, everybody has really liked it. I'm so used to the song because it's the oldest song on the album. Like, it's the first one I made for this album. I made it. I think I made it like the month after I released Tales from the Crypt, so a year and a half ago.
Yep. I remember when I first heard it and I liked it a lot. But now, man, I can't stand a lot of songs that I have to listen to 100 times in different EQs and compression levels. And
yeah, it's the same for everybody. Plus, it's me. I mean, you get tired of hearing my voice, even though you want to do a fucking podcast.
Oh, yeah, I don't like your music to begin with, so it's like,
I mean, that's fine. I don't like yours either,
whammy.
bitch.
You're always singing my damn Believe song, though.
I believe.
Yeah.
Whatever you say.
You got the Futuristic feature out of tradition now, apparently.
Out of tradition. That man is crazy, bro. That song was supposed to be for Dax. Dax didn't agree with some of the stuff that I said. So then I pitched it to Futuristic, and he gave me back a verse in 17 minutes because that's just the kind of guy he is.
Insane work ethic.
Absolutely insane work ethic. Dude is
and then,
off the charts. He's also got an album dropping, too. I think April 7th. Yeah, him and Mike Minnelli. Yeah, I think it's April 7th or April 8th, one of the two. My camera's shaking, but yeah.
Got you. And then Atlas, another tradition.
Shout out to Atlas. Dude is going to be an insane millionaire within the next 5 years tops.
Yeah, for sure. Either as an artist or a songwriter, or maybe he's going to be like an Ed Sheeran with the artist-songwriter thing. I'm not sure.
His voice is too good to be a songwriter.
Yeah. It's, yeah.
He's insane,
especially because he has like, his style is kind of interesting because it's like almost, he has a rock voice, but he doesn't sing rock music. I think that's what's pretty fascinating about his sound when you first hear him. He's on like these pop trap beats with rock influences, but it's weird.
I just love the man to death, man. I just know he's going places.
He's pretty damn sexy.
Yeah, have you ever met him?
I've just seen pictures.
Man, sex appeal, way higher in person.
Really?
Way higher. Man. Another thing, he is like naturally funny as shit. Like he kind of looks a little reserved online, but he doesn't really talk much online. Like in person, dude, he is just so naturally funny. It's really crazy.
Well, whenever I talk to Atlas on the phone, like he can talk for a long time.
Yes, he can.
It's usually a long conversation, very insightful conversation. Usually, he's obsessed with the music business, so that's dope about him. But yeah, he doesn't really like come across as a jokester though over the phone. In like comments that he makes like witty comments online whenever he does show up. But over the phone, he's like strictly business. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, he definitely knows when to turn it off and when to turn it on. But like every time I hung out with him, it was always just like fun. Like we did a music video together for our song "There for You," but like, I mean, I drowned him in Who You Know. I don't know if I told you that, and I think I shoot him with a bow and arrow too, and cut his arm off, and just like all kinds of crazy shit. That video is gonna be weird. I'm excited about that. But dude, he's just so funny, man. I don't know if I can talk about this, but I'm going to. We were in the bathroom of this studio that we rented out. They just had a bathroom in there with like an old-timey tub. And I was like, yo, I think it would be cool to drown Atlas in this. I was like, all right, fuck it. Tommy's like, Atlas, will you get in there? So Atlas got in the tub. We filled it up with water and had blood everywhere. And like I was like choking him and drowning him in there. And Tommy's like, it's not really looking believable. So we made him put water in his mouth. And like I would choke him, and then when he came up, he had to like spit the water out in my face and like at the camera and shit, just like make it look really gruesome. And I did that, and he like spit it out and started laughing. He's like, "Man, this reminds me of the first time I sucked dick," and he just like went back in the water. Dude, he's so funny, bro. Just out of nowhere, we're all serious in this acting, and he's like, "It reminds me of the first time I sucked dick."
Bro, yeah, that would okay, yeah. That's what you want at a music video shoot, right? You want vibes. Yeah. I don't want to get any work done. I just want to laugh and have a good time.
Exactly, and that's what he did.
You know what I mean? So that's great. But if you talk to like Moxis about shooting a video with me, he'd probably be like, "Yo, Joey's the most uptight, douchiest, bossiest jerk. I don't want to do any more music videos with him." But that's because the sun was going down and we were in the desert and we needed sunlight. And
that is true. That
I had
is
to catch
very
a plane
imperative.
in 2 hours, and I was like, talking. And that's where Timeless came from. No, I'm just kidding. That happened after Timeless. But yeah. But yeah, damn, man. See, bro, not going to lie. Very jealous. Very jealous watching those Instagram stories, seeing you guys like
carry the casket
all vibing,
through downtown Chicago.
having fun.
That was
very jealous.
Man, we did so many things. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of the stuff I did was illegal. Like I said, we carried that casket through downtown Chicago, just through the streets of neighborhoods, carrying it to a U-Haul. We rented a U-Haul because we couldn't get the casket in the back of a van. And
oh, wow.
Yeah, that was the casket for Bad Friend. That's literally the only thing we used it for. We used it for like 45 minutes and then returned it.
Oh, that's what you used it for.
Yeah, and that lady was fucking crazy, too. Like, I thought it was going to be like from a warehouse or like some kind of prop place in Chicago, but it was some lady that had a casket in her basement that was like an old as shit basement in like a weird part of town. And she was like crazy. Like, she was... I don't even know how to describe the craziness of this woman, but just to let you know.
Did she have a parrot?
Probably. She definitely seemed like the parrot type.
Okay.
But whenever we dropped the casket off, she like sent me a text, and it was like 15 pictures of her at like her Halloween parties, and there's like blood everywhere. There was a guy that was dressed as a giant dick. This woman was crazy, but she let us use the casket, and I thank her for that. Very bright spirit.
Huh. Yeah, shout outs to that lady. The Chicago lady.
Yeah. Like I said, I shot a bow and arrow in downtown Chicago, which I think is a felony.
Maybe. I don't know.
Hypothetically, let's just say I did that.
They'll come knocking on your door when the videos come out, so that's for damn sure. Is that it for all the features? I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, Luke Gunn, Futuristic, Atlas.
Yeah, that was it.
Chris Webby, Jelly Roll, Adam Calhoun, 6. Yep.
Yeah. A lot of different emotions on this album. I'm really excited for everybody to hear it. It's probably just gonna be one of those days when the album drops and I'm just reading tweets and comments all day about what everybody thinks about the songs. That's usually how it goes on album drop days. But
yeah,
I feel so invested in this damn album because I worked on every song to the bone a lot right with you, and it was just like, I don't know, some were easier than others, but I don't know, man. I just want to be thankful that you didn't record it at your place and you recorded it at Gatsby's place. Shout outs to Gatsby. Huge part of this process with this album because he did all the tracking for the songs.
Yeah, man. He's a huge part of this, and I'm very glad that he was able to allow me into his home to record a lot of this. Rented a very expensive mic for me to use, and I think 10 of the songs were recorded at his place. 10, 11, 12, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And there were some songs that was recorded at my place. Thank you very much, Joey.
Were there?
Yeah.
Oh, Sundays?
I mean, Rapper from My Closet, Like Me, Sundays with Grandma.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of Buried Alive. A lot of Voicemail.
Right.
So, can't even tell the difference.
True.
You just
but yeah, really excited for everybody to check that out. The album's going to come out on April 15th. And I don't know what day of the week that falls on.
I think it's a Wednesday rolling into a Thursday. So I think the 15th is a Thursday.
Gotcha. But yeah, really excited for everybody to check that out. And then, I don't know where else to put it. At this point, I'm just excited to see these music videos because I want to see what the hell you guys came up with.
they were cool. I can tell you, I'm more excited for Who You Know than any of them. Like, the other ones are cool. They got cool meanings, but Who You Know is just so out of left field. Like, it's nothing I've ever really done before. And, I mean, it's very similar to the Us vibes, where I'm like a serial killer.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, it's like a little more out there. I look badass in it, though. I'm like wearing a black trench coat sort of thing. It's pretty cool.
Here's a question. How come, I just thought of this, how come you never react to reactions to your songs?
I don't know. I have no idea. I just like to sit down and watch them on my own time, I guess. I don't like, because sometimes they affect me emotionally and I don't want people to watch me cry. Like with Bad Friend, bro, I was so fucked up for 2 days watching reactions after that.
Damn. Your fan base probably would have doubled if you showed that.
Man, I don't know. I just don't want to show that kind of side of me. And I feel like once I get on camera, especially with sadder emotion stuff, it takes away from it from me. Like I can't really get lost in it.
Huh. All right. No, I respect it. I was just kind of wondering because you have a lot of like I saw Shaq reacted to your stuff.
Yeah.
Stevie Knight, me. I don't know.
You're the most important, Joey.
Just a bunch of people reacted to it. I was always wondering if you like watch those reactions. Me personally, I hate watching people react to my stuff. I can almost not watch it. I usually have to turn on the video and then turn the volume down on the phone and put it away from me and not look at the video and just listen to what they're saying because I cringe at people watching me. Or I cringe at watching people watch me.
Gotcha. Well, there you have it, folks. Joey hates when you react to his music, so stop doing it.
That's not what I'm saying. I appreciate everyone that does that to the fullest extent. Because trust me, I know that how much respect you have to have for an artist, or how much interest, might be a better word, how much interest you have to have in what an artist is doing to take time out of your day to make a whole reaction video to them and post it and do all that work. You know what I mean? So
for sure. I
get it. But yeah, that's just my honest take on how I feel about when I'm watching reaction videos. But yeah.
I might do that, like at least on the second channel. Maybe when my next song comes out with Luke. Yeah. Maybe just kind of try that. But like with Bad Friend, I don't think I could have done that. Like I couldn't have handled that because there were so many reactions to it by a lot of smaller channels and stuff, and I would feel kind of bad leaving out a lot of the people. But like too, like I said, it's just so emotional and just like seeing other people cry. I do not do well with that, and I saw a lot of people cry in those reactions, and that kind of stuff like that just kind of gets to me.
Damn.
So, same thing with reading the comments. I mean, that video has almost 3,000 comments, and it's just nonstop of people telling me like they went through the same thing, and that just like hurts, you know?
Yeah, that's crazy though. That's a impactful one. So
yeah, for sure.
Technically speaking, I mean, storyline wise, I mean, I don't think you have a lot of story. You don't have a lot of storytelling per se. On the
not like that. That is the only song that's like that, like straight storytelling designed.
Yeah, which is
I had a guy message me on Instagram like pissed, like super pissed. He's like, "Bad Friend was cool, but I'm already fucking done with the song. I hope the album's not all storytelling shit." I was like, "God dang!" Like, and the dude, I kicked my camera. What?
Huh? So is your camera good?
Yeah, I kicked it by accident, but we're good.
Oh, yeah, no, fuck the camera. Yeah, I don't know. You're getting like really weird comments
Dude,
for this song.
It's so funny. Like the comments I've been getting lately on all the videos are just ridiculous. Like,
backhanded comments.
The backhanded compliments, specifically.
No, backhanded compliments. That's what they're called.
Yeah, backhanded compliments, specifically on voicemail. Like Bad Friend, I didn't really see many, but like I said, there was just so many of the overshadowing comments of like people telling the stories. But yeah, that guy messaged me on Instagram, and like I read it, and I was like, wow. And then he messaged me again, and he's like, read this shit. Like demanding I read his Instagram message, and I was just like, man, this guy's a fucking dick. Like he is just a miserable person. I hope he does not buy my album. Like I can understand if you don't want to listen to more storytelling songs, but you don't have to go about it that way. It's like, it's a great song, but I'm fucking done with it now. I don't want the rest of the album. Anyway.
Yeah, I have some.
There were
there's
beautiful
probably
comments.
something going on there. Something a little bit more than skin deep going on there with that guy. But,
Yeah, could be.
Yeah. Leave it at that. I guess, yeah, I don't know. All in all, just excited for this project and to see what everybody's reactions are to songs like Is It True and Sundays with Grandma and Buried Alive. And these are the ones that I'm waiting for reactions from. I mean, not literal reactions posted on, but like just seeing what people think of them.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out when to release those, like on YouTube, because that's where all the reactions come from, is from YouTube videos. And I don't have a video for Is It True or Sundays with Grandma, because they're just, I don't know. I talked with Tommy about maybe making those, depending on how the first few videos do. So they might end up having a video, but we'll see about that. But Buried Alive, that video is kind of cool. I'm digging my own grave. And I'm like,
you do have a video for that one, yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably drop that.
I haven't seen anything, but you haven't seen anything either. So
yeah, so right? I would be concerned if you had seen stuff and I hadn't.
Like, Tommy, what the fuck, bro? Like, what's going on here? Like, Joey's sending me donuts. I don't know what to tell you. Damn. But yeah,
the comments have been overwhelmingly positive for the 2 songs that I've dropped, and I'm very excited about that. So I know I focused on a lot of the negative stuff, like the guy messaging me and the backhanded compliments, like the guy saying, like, I was expecting this to be shit, but it's not.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I wanted to bring up. When we had that little miscommunication that one day, because you were like, you shot that Tales from the Crypt 2. That's the music video, right? It's the full music video.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sent me a little clip of it.
Yeah.
And I was just like, and after you said that, I said, surprisingly, it's not terrible.
Yeah.
But I was saying that about something else.
I don't even remember what you were saying it about, but I remember reading it and not responding to you.
Surprising. I need to look this up now. I need to look this up to see what it was.
It's so long ago, but I remember reading it and like getting super angry. I was like,
but you didn't say, you were just like, then I was like,
I held my tongue.
But then I said, yo, that's a backhanded compliment. And you were like, LOL, everything is. And then you pretty much left it at that. And then I realized how the order of the messages came in or something. And then I was like, oh, I wasn't talking about that. And you were like, oh, I was pissed, bro. Or you said something like that. I don't know. But yeah, imagine just sending something to somebody and they're just like, surprisingly, it's not terrible.
Like, wow.
It's like, oh, screw you.
This is what Joey thinks about me.
Man. Oh, man. I'm trying to find it. Hold on.
Right. Yeah, as far as the comments on like voicemail, a lot of people were really surprised about like me singing on that and like how the hook sounded. A lot of people love that hook. So fuck you.
Yeah, no, I was proved, well, no, I didn't say anything bad about the hook, did I?
No, I mean, you didn't say
anything bad. Just the mix of it. To be honest, the mix of it, I don't agree with. But, because it's technically not the way it's usually supposed to be to sound sonically the best. But Crypt, I think, made the right decision by saying there was a oomph. Like, even if it was technically not right and not technically mixed correctly, you feel it more when it hits in that second part of the hook.
Yeah.
So that was more important than anything. And I think that's the right way to go.
I was dying on that hill for that because you tried it, Binks tried it, you tried it again, and I was telling all of you no. Like, I need it to sound this way.
Yep.
Yep. So, and shout out to Binks too. He did some mixing for 3 songs, and we used a lot of the stuff that he ended up doing as well.
For sure. Yeah, Binks. He's got some, man, I don't know. The golden ears. Is that what you call it? I think that's what you call it for engineers.
That'd be a good term. That would be a good term, yeah.
Golden ears. I think that's what it's called. I can't find where it is.
It was so long ago, bro. Like that would have been in like February, end of February, I think. I can kind of look back and see. It was when I was in Cincinnati recording the album. So, let's see.
Okay, almost there. Distract the people. Do something. Sing something.
It would have been March 1st, around that time. But yeah, so
Okay.
I guess I could talk about.
Here it is.
Okay, he found it. Never mind. Fuck you.
All right. Yeah. Okay. This makes a lot of sense now. So on March 3rd, you texted me saying I rapped over a hit Brainiac beat way back in the day during my Call of Duty time. So you sent me a video from like 4 years ago or 5 years ago, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the MC Moni Hypocrite.
Yeah, that's
something like that. And then, but then in the same night, in the same night, you sent me a snippet of your music video that you worked on.
Yeah.
And then I said, the rap isn't horrible. No, this sounds even worse. I said, the rap isn't horrible, shockingly. I'm shocked your rap isn't horrible. And then you were like, LOL, thanks. And then I said, LMAO, backhanded compliment. But it was 4 years ago. That's what saved it.
Okay,
and then you were like, life is full of them. And then you were like, oh, you meant that one.
Yeah.
And then you was like, bro, I was low-key pissed.
Man, that is good. Good stuff.
Yeah, that is good stuff, bro. That is good stuff. Oh, man. That's going to keep me laughing for a while. I think every time we talk on the phone, I like just start randomly laughing because of that very conversation.
You do. You bring it up a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty damn hilarious. But let us know in the Spotify comments what song you're most excited for on Crypt's album, Buried Alive, or if you think he just sucks and should quit music altogether. I want to hear it all.
I don't. Just only say positive things. I'm very fragile right now. It's a very hard time in my life. Please just only say positive things.
Yeah. All right.
But
speaker mind. Yeah. I don't know what else to talk about at this point.
I got a couple things. Speaking of fragile, NF and Tech Nine just dropped a song yesterday. Or not yesterday, but a couple days ago.
Is it called Fragile?
No, Tech Nine was on a song called Fragile with Kendrick Lamar. It's a beautiful song.
That's not a good segue.
What? Bitch. It was as good as I can make it. Only thing I was going to say is that I did the Tech Nine Trust Challenge where I rapped his verse on Trust, and he saw it and said it looked like I did it. Like, it looked so easy, like the way I did it. And then NF liked the tweet. So now NF knows me as a rapper rather than a reactor, so that's good news.
Whoa, when did all this happen?
Last night. You didn't know about this?
What the hell? No.
Yeah, bro.
I was too busy getting blocked by Lil Nas X. Oh, let me put
yeah, bro.
Twitter. I posted about it on my I posted it on my Instagram story. I didn't make a huge deal about it because I didn't want to like freak out. And then I mentioned it at the end of my video today where I reacted to the song. But yeah. That was smart. See, you're a businessman.
I try to be.
What anybody says. I did the Trust Challenge and rap Tech Nine's verse from it.
Yeah, if you just go to NF's Twitter and look at his likes.
Oh, that just... Is it on his main rappage page?
Yep.
NF. What's his Twitter?
NF Real Music, I think.
Oh, NF Real Music. There he is. There you are, buddy.
I'm right there, bro.
Wait.
Am I right there?
Wait. No. You're not.
I'm not.
You are not right there. Well, if I click likes, then yeah, you're right there.
That's what all you needed to do.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Pretty damn dope that man liked it. How did you notice that he liked it? Did it like pop up on your phone because he has a big following or something?
No, somebody sent me a screenshot on Twitter because you know how sometimes like where you saw that I liked Joyner's post earlier.
Yeah.
Just kind of shows it up, Crypt like this. That's what happened. It just said NF like this, and it was my video.
Pretty dope.
Yeah, man, it was awesome.
Pretty dope.
Very awesome to see that. One final thing I want to talk about, and then we can end it. Is how invested are you in the Jake Paul versus Ben Askren thing?
Don't even know about it.
You don't know anything about it? Oh, man. I love fighting with a beating heart passion. So that's happening in 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. Their fight is 2 days after my album drops. So
Very nice. Very nice. So Jake Paul's first boxing match since...
Nate Robinson.
Right. Okay. Man, he's been boxing a lot. He's been boxing consistently. I mean,
yeah, and he's doing multiple fights a year, which is very good. But he's fighting Ben Askren, who is a world-class wrestler, an Olympic wrestler, just absolutely insane at wrestling, but is horrible at striking. And you might know who he is. He's got the record for being knocked out the fastest in MMA history.
Really?
He got kneed in the face as soon as the match started.
So is he any good?
He's great at wrestling. He's not good at punching, which is.
I think that's really interesting. Like that, so many like wrestlers are just terrible at boxing.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of like pitchers being bad at hitting. Like you can only focus on one thing really.
Because I guess wrestling's more grappling. Is that why? And it's just a whole nother art in itself.
Yeah, and it's a
to
whole
just
nother
throwing
art
punches.
form.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean it's a whole different style of like moving and fighting. Because there's like Muay Thai, there's Jiu-Jitsu, there's wrestling, like there's grappling, like there's just all kinds of different things. And Ben's great at getting people on the ground and tapping them out, submitting them, just kind of pushing them around, doing whatever he wants to. But my favorite comment that I've ever seen is Ben Askren punches like he's trying to find the light switch in the dark.
Damn.
If you can just kind of imagine that.
I can picture it.
Yeah.
So who you got?
I would fucking love more than anything on this planet for Ben Askren to just get lucky as shit, throw one haymaker, clip him on the chin, night. But I don't know. Ben Askren's got a good chin. I know he got knocked out, but he got like hit in the temple. And
could he easily knock out Jake Paul?
No, I don't think so. The punching is just not there. So I don't know. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be fun to watch because Ben Askren, he's hilarious, very cool, very charismatic guy. I just don't know about his punching skills, and Jake's just a cunt. So I hope he gets rocked, but we'll see what happens.
And last but not least, Mr. Beast promoted your new album, so we got to thank him for that.
Shout out to Mr. Beast for making a video on being buried alive.
Thank him than to show my gratitude right now. Oh, hold on.
Are you gonna play your song?
Yep.
Oh my God. Beast mode, yeah. I'm Joey Nato.
And there it is. There it is. Yeah. So, shouts to Mr. Beast for
do you have like a T-shirt or something? Like what's going on?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were gonna play your song that you made off of his theme song.
Hell no! I disown that song.
Did you really?
Yeah, I disown that song. Like in my mind, yeah. Like a lot of my work, like that was any kind of gimmicky, including some remixes I did, to me are kind of like dead to me a little bit. Like I just want to make more like, I don't know. I basically started this year, I feel like, when I started putting out 1 million songs, and then I stopped. But
yeah, you just stopped out of nowhere, but it's all good.
Creativity just like said, but then I like asked for more of myself. You know what I mean? Like, to be completely honest, seeing you make such authentic, personal songs that you like took your time to make, and then like all these damn League of Legends songs, like I'm always like, oh, they only put out so many songs. But then it's like, yeah, because they're working on 9 months on every song. It's like, I don't got time for that. We had this conversation. And then seeing Quadeca take his time on music and how good that sounds and how much improvement was made on his side from him taking his time and really like harping on things. Like a culmination of all these things was just like, man, like maybe I should really just, take my time a little bit more to make the best possible music that I can. Because I could make a good song quickly. I could make a good album quickly, apparently.
Yeah.
But I want great, you know what I mean? I want something with layers to it and something that's like, yeah. And songs like Mr. Beast Mode that I put out. I'm glad that Jimmy didn't freaking put any light on it.
Man, me too.
I don't want to, yeah. Even though I put a lot into that song, I put a lot into the video with getting the Lambo for it and everything like that, but it was just like, whatever.
It's just
when
not
you're an
who you
artist,
are.
you take your L's on certain songs and you just
I mean, we all have songs that we kind of wish weren't in our resume, in our catalog. but you just kind of you grow and move on as a person, and hopefully you don't revert back to that sort of gimmicky stuff. Same as me. Like I used to do a lot of the gimmicky stuff too. So hopefully both move on and continue to make good and solid music about our lives and just good music. So
for sure.
All right, man.
But yeah, man, it was dope to finally
did it for an hour, bro. Time.
We did it.
Bah,
we did
clocking out. Man, I missed this. Hopefully we'll continue to do more of this. We're releasing this tomorrow.
Yep.
Are you going to edit this?
Yeah, it should be easy.
It should be. Yeah, you should just be able to line it up and let her go.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Should be easy. I'm not going to edit really anything.
Dope. I like that.
Yeah.
All right, then.
Yeah, that's the way I'm going to edit it. I'm not going to edit anything. That sounds like a good...
It sounds like an oxymoron.
Good plan. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to the Papa Do podcast return. I know we're going to be off our game. I'm sure my audio was like glitching the whole time and probably doesn't even work. This episode might not even come out. But yeah, glad you guys tuned in regardless. So thank you for that. Me and Crypt are happy to be back with this, and we're happy to mix up the content on the second channel a little bit more too. We know we've been just pummeling you with reactions, and which are cool, but it's always good to get a little podcast here and there.
Yeah, we like to sit down and talk and just let you guys hear our thoughts and just talk about stuff that you ask us questions about and want us to talk about, really. And that's the kind of stuff we miss doing. So please drop a like, comment if you guys missed the Papa Do podcast. If you have any topics you want us to talk about or just anything in general, just say what's up. Talk about your penis size. Any of that kind of stuff would be great. And yeah, we're going to be doing this some more.
Big facts.
Big facts.
We will be back with more. Usually I have to tell Crypt to like, yo, can I just get an hour to just do this podcast with you?
My prices are going up, Joe. You got to rent me. You got to give me a little more money to be here for an hour.
All right. Well, I paid you all I could. We'll talk about that off.
Okay, cool. Yeah, sounds good. But that's the end of this podcast. And until next time, it has been your boy Crypt and Joey Nato, and we will see you in the next Papa Do podcast. Blah! I got really dizzy right there.
Oh, post the dab.
You weren't dabbing? What the fuck?
Now I did.
Do it. I need like 20 right now. Are you doing it?
Yeah, my arm hurts because my hat is like bashing my arm.
Okay. Well, at least you did it too. Bye. Papa Do!